Here is a summary of the top transfers done and sealed in the just concluded January transfers. Let's get started. Cristiano to Al Nassr. After Ronaldo's interview with Piers Morgan on his bizarre experience at Manchester United, speculations on Ronaldo's future at the club arose.
They're trying to force you out, yes. Not only the coach, but the other 2 or 3 guys there around.
Later on, his contract was terminated by the club in a mutual agreement with the player. Al Nassr stepped in and offered the Manchester United legend a lucrative deal, contract of 3 years and earn a sum of €200 million per season. Currently, he is the highest paid football athlete in the world after signing for the club. After Ronaldo's departure, Manchester United opted landing Wout Weghorst as his replacement at the Old Trafford. The deal was sealed by €3 million between Manchester United and Burnley on a loan deal valid until the end of the season after his loan contract with Besiktas was terminated. Marcel Sabitzer. A full agreement of the loan deal for the midfielder was reached between Bayern and Manchester United with a no-buy option clause in the contract. Sabitzer's signing is expected to boost the central midfield of Manchester United after an Eriksen injury. On the other hand, Chelsea brought a total of 9 new players to Stamford Bridge, spending over €200 million to acquire the talented footballers in the transfer period. Number 1. Christopher Nkunku. The Leipzig forward reached an agreement with Chelsea to sign for the club and play at the beginning of next season, starting on June 2023. The verbal agreement included a fee of €60 million release clause and a long-term deal at the Stamford Bridge. Number 2. Datro David Fofana. The Ivorian and former Molde striker who had an impressive career at the club, netted 21 goals and 7 assists, also got landed in Stamford Bridge. A €21 million release clause was tabled in order to secure the signing of Fofana. Benoit Badiashile. He became the third signing for Chelsea. The former Monaco centre-back deal was sealed by a sum of €38 million release fee and got a contract with Chelsea valid until 2029. Andre Santos. The young talented Brazilian midfielder from Vasco da Gama club signing was completed by a release clause fee of €12.5 million and an agreement was reached between the two teams. João Felix. Chelsea purchased the Atletico Madrid forward on a loan deal valid until June 2023. Mikhailo Modric. The former Shakhtar player's deal was a bit controversial because Chelsea hijacked the deal from Arsenal in the last minute. An agreement was reached between the two teams after a sum of €100 million was tabled to purchase the player. Noni Madueke. He is a former PSV player and Madueke joins Chelsea on a long-term deal after a release clause fee of €35 million was paid in order to purchase the player. Malo Gusto. Chelsea purchased the loanee of Olympique Lyon at a fee of €30 million and he is set to join the team on June 2023 after he completes his loan contract. Enzo Fernandez. The Argentine midfielder signed a long-term deal contract with Chelsea for a period of 8 years at Stamford Bridge. An agreement was sealed by Chelsea and Benfica after a sum of €121 million fee was paid to get the player. Jorginho. Arsenal went ahead and sealed a deal for the Italian and Chelsea midfielder for a sum of €12 million. His contract with Arsenal is valid until 2024 with an option of an additional year. Leandro Trossard. The former Brighton forward joined Arsenal on a contract valid until 2026 after Arsenal paid a total fee of €25 million to seal the deal with Brighton. Jakub Kiwior. The former Spezia centre-back got landed at the Emirates Stadium at a fee of €25 million and Kiwior signed with Arsenal for a period of 5 years. Liverpool and PSV came to an agreement after a release clause fee of €37 million was paid in order to purchase Cody Gakpo. Gakpo's contract with Liverpool will run until June 2028. Manchester City decided to let the left-back João Cancelo go on loan to the Bundesliga title contenders Bayern Munich. His loan contract included a buy option clause worth 70 million euros if Bayern will like to keep him. Pedro Porro. Tottenham reached an agreement with the Sporting Club and the player after paying a sum of 45 million euros that sealed the deal. Pedro's contract with Tottenham is valid until June 2025. Dan Juma. Tottenham hijacked Dan Juma from Everton in the last minutes. The former Villarreal man secured a loan deal with Tottenham running until June 2023 with a buy option clause tagged on the player.